This man was actually facing off against a praying mantis with just his fingers. But as the man increased his speed, the mantis suddenly grew 1,000 times in size. The next second, the man was sent flying. At that moment, he couldn't help but think that this was a more terrifying opponent than any prehistoric giant elephant. It turns out that Baki was engaged in a kind of illusionary training, with the goal of challenging his seemingly invincible father. Meanwhile, Baki's elementary school friend, who had witnessed the scene, was horrified to realize that the terrifying opponent was just a tiny mantis. Baki explained that in a one-on-one fight, the mantis's combat skills were unmatched. Even the enormous tiger can only drag prey 3 times its size, but this tiny insect can pull prey that's 10 times its own size. If you were to enlarge the mantis by 100 times, even a prehistoric mammoth wouldn't stand a chance against it. At that point, Baki launched an attack on the mantis's head, only to discover that his usual strikes had no effect. The next moment, he was effortlessly sent flying by the mantis. Baki immediately realized that attacking the mantis's head was pointless because, unlike humans, it wouldn't suffer a concussion. So, he quickly jumped onto the mantis's back, attempting to lock its throat. However, to his surprise, the mantis's eyes had no blind spots. It retaliated, trying to swallow Baki whole. Using all his strength, Baki managed to break free. Then, Baki began to take the fight seriously. In just 1 second, he unleashed a fierce 3-hit combo, followed by an attempt to break the mantis's forelimb. But the next moment, the mantis threw him off. At this point, Baki thought that no matter what, he would never be able to defeat this mantis. But then, he remembered his father. Determined to surpass his even stronger father, he cast aside his fear and began to attack with full force. During the battle, he discovered the crane fist style, mimicking the movements of a crane while fighting. To his surprise, the mantis began to retreat. In the end, Baki defeated it, and the mantis returned to its original size.